It is an honor to invite Eugene Czolij to share a few words. Now, he's going to be coming in through Zoom. Mr. Czolij is a distinguished lawyer and community leader, a partner at the Lapointe Rosenstein firm in Montreal, and former president of the Ukrainian World Congress. He's now serving as honorary consul of Ukraine in Montreal. Welcome, Mr. Czolij.
Thank you, Mr. Chumak, for introducing me. I also wish to thank Taras Kulish and Adelia Shvech for asking me to deliver introductory remarks during this Ukrainian-Canadian Bar Association annual general meeting. I will start my remarks by stating that today is the 993rd day of Ukraine's heroic battle to defend its freedom since Russia launched an all-out war against Ukraine on February 24, 2022, that the Kremlin arrogantly thought would last about 3 days. Notwithstanding the fact that Western support has been incremental and often belated, Ukraine has not only been defending its and Europe's territorial integrity for over a decade, but Ukraine has already shattered the myth that Russia is a military superpower. This demonstrates that with truly strategic Western support, Ukraine can and will win Russia's war. Needless to say that the stakes are very high, and Ukraine needs for all Ukrainians in Ukraine and throughout the world to help it win this war and then to rebuild. On April 27, 2022, the House of Commons of Canada unanimously passed a motion recognizing that the Russian Federation is committing acts of genocide against the Ukrainian people. Since this motion was adopted, when I'm asked by the press whether Canada is doing enough to support Ukraine, I respond that when there is an ongoing genocide, no one, which includes all the members and participants of this annual general meeting, can say that he or she is doing enough. Therefore, we must continue working diligently to ensure that Ukraine obtains truly strategic Western support to overcome this genocidal war, which includes the timely delivery of the weapons that Ukraine needs, including those with long-range capabilities and without short-sighted restrictions on their use, to enable Ukraine to effectively protect its airspace and liberate its territories. And an offer of NATO membership to Ukraine to ensure that Russia does not attack Ukraine in the future. Can the Ukrainian-Canadian Bar Association contribute in a meaningful way to help Ukraine? The answer is yes, and in many ways. For one, the Ukrainian-Canadian Bar Association can use the legal and advocacy skills of its members to look for innovative and convincing solutions to accelerate the confiscation of Russia's assets abroad that have been frozen by Western authorities to stop Russia's military invasion of Ukraine and compensate it for the huge damage caused by Russia. It is estimated that the frozen assets abroad of Russia's central bank alone are worth 260 billion euros, and the 2023 financial return on a portion of those assets in just one central securities depository was about 4.4 billion euros. These assets must be confiscated and used to supply Ukraine with everything it really needs to stop Russia's invasion, and then to compensate Ukraine for the enormous damage caused by Russia's genocidal war against Ukraine. In order to effectively contribute to such efforts, the Ukrainian-Canadian Bar Association must be an active network that enables Ukrainian lawyers to inform each other about current issues, exchange ideas, and collectively devise winning strategies that will help Ukraine and the temporarily displaced Ukrainians in Canada. The Ukrainian Canadian Bar Association should also organize seminars and discussion groups to analyze and inform on issues that are relevant to Ukraine and our community in Canada. This type of work will also be beneficial to the Ukrainian lawyers that will be active members of the Ukrainian Canadian Bar Association, as they will get to know each other much better and then naturally refer legal business to each other. I therefore encourage you to be active members of the Ukrainian Canadian Bar Association, which will be helpful to Ukraine, the Ukrainian community in Canada, and your own professional and client development. In closing, I wish the leadership of the Ukrainian Canadian Bar Association much success in all its endeavors for our common good. Thank you for your attention. Slava Ukraini, Heroyam Slava.